Hey guys, this is Baltimore2131 back with another NBA 2K13 Washington Wizards Association here for MreGamersSports. So I will be playing the second game of the regular season. If you remember in the last video, we won the first game of the season against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and now in this part right here you'll see me setting up the drills and the practices for the week. So I'm setting them up kind of strategically. It's the first time I'm doing this, so I'm kind of playing around with it. So I don't, because if you put it, if you make the workouts too intense before a game, your stamina and fatigue is going to go down for the upcoming game and for the next couple days. So I kind of had to plan that out. And so I'll just do light practices, maybe intense workouts if I have more days without a game. If I have like a longer break in between a game, then I'll do a more intense practice. So I'll learn to balance that out and hopefully not have any fatigued players when I play the game. So our game here is going to be against the Boston Celtics. Here you see Kevin Garnett arriving on the bus here. Where are we? We're in the Verizon Center here in Washington, D.C. The Celtics are 0-2. They've already played 2 games. And so we have the same starting lineups as last week. John Wall, Bradley Beal, Trevor Ariza, Nene, and Emeka Okafor at center. So here we go. We're going to get this one started here. I'm keeping it at 6-minute quarters just because I don't want to play longer than that. I think it works pretty well. So the video length isn't too long, and that's kind of the default. So, and it's what they do online, I'm pretty sure. So it's been working out pretty well. One of the things I would like to tell people on my personal channel is look at the dunk by Brandon Bass to start this one off for the Celtics. That's not what I tell people, but that was a pretty nice dunk. He's a really good scorer. But I like to tell people on my channel how much that I love comments on the videos. I love to see people's feedback and that sort of stuff on the videos. I like seeing people's opinion on the video. If I make some sort of statement or opinion that is like an opinion, then I like to hear other people's and I'm open to other people's opinions, and also give me feedback on my commentator so I can become a better commentator and do less and that sort of thing. I still struggle with that a lot. See, I was about to do it there, and I held back from it. But I do love seeing comments and suggestions, a lot of suggestions on future videos and topics to talk about. So I'm big on comments and that sort of thing. So if you could drop a comment for me real quick, that would be greatly appreciated. Not right now, but if you want to at the end of the video, that would be awesome, so I could get some feedback, because I'll be checking this video out to see if I have any comments. So start the game off 4-4. Nice dunk by Bradley Beal on that last possession. And so we're going to try to stop the Boston Celtics offense. Here they got Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Rajon Rondo, Brandon Bass, and Green starting this game. And look at the move by Bradley Beal. Get into the hoop with the spin move and gets fouled. Doesn't quite have the ability to finish. But we're going to skip ahead here, and you'll see me do that quite a bit. I'll take little clips off here and there, and just trying to look for a better word to describe this, but I'm just going to be cutting the video up into little parts, so you're not seeing like 10 minutes of continuous gameplay, because there could be a foul, a timeout, and that sort of thing. So I don't want to just, I'm going to have as much gameplay in there as possible without the video being 25 minutes long. So that's how I'm going to be doing it. Celtics have an 8-4 lead. And look at the move by John Wall. Can't quite finish, but certainly had good intentions. And the reach-in foul by Bradley Beal, the rookie out of Florida. First-round pick for the Wizards this year. Every year they seem to have their big pick because they're always close to the first in the NBA draft. So 2 years ago it was John Wall. I think it was 2 years now. It's hard to keep track of this stuff because they always have these #1 picks or close to #1 picks. Bradley Beal was this past season. Who was before that? They had, what was it, Nick Young before that. Who was after that? Trevor Booker. Was he a first rounder or was he like a second round? I don't quite remember. It all kind of blurs together, all their top picks, because they just haven't really gotten the chemistry going in the in the real life, which is too bad, because I don't know if you guys remember back in the Wizard days. It wasn't that long ago, like 4 years ago or maybe 5 years ago now. What was the lineup? Gilbert Arenas, Deshaun Stevenson, Caron Butler. Who's he with now? I watched a highlight from him yesterday. Antoine Jameson. He's with the Heat now, I think. Or I think he's with the Heat. Who else? Brendan Haywood. He's kind of washed. I think he's in Charlotte now. So all these good players, these good old players that used to be good on the Wizards, are all washed up somewhere else, except for Gilbert Arenas. I don't know where he is. He's probably in jail. But anyway, so I have Jordan Crawford there at point guard. He's a backup point guard, and actually last night against the Hornets, he put up 26 points in the victory. So the Wizards, as of this recording, they have 3 wins on the season. I'm talking about real life Wizards. My Wizards in this association have their first win of the season, which is against the Cavaliers. So the Boston Celtics have a 16-8 lead as we near the end of the first quarter, and I'm gonna skip through most of the second quarter because it was pretty much most of the same. I scored a little bit, they scored a little bit. The losing margin didn't go much, very much. It didn't sway. I'm always trying to find the better words for things because I'm not too quick on my feet with words and that sort of thing. But I'm getting better every time I commentate a video, so I'm still practicing everything. And on my channel, Baltimore2131, the most popular videos that I do are my Madden Ultimate Team and my NBA 2K13 My Teams, and they're both sort of the same thing, where you have your own. You kind of start with a bad team, and you make up your own team when you buy players and packs from Ultimate Team, and it's just kind of this rebuilding process of a team that would never even exist in the NBA, a team that's that bad. I could probably get beaten by several college teams or whatever. And those I have noticed are the most popular on my channel as we go to halftime here. The Celtics up 27-18. If we look at the halftime report, got the big advertisement for Sprint. But Rajon Rondo with 6.3 rebounds, 1 assist. Not any great stats by any team, but certainly they're putting points on the board faster than I am. So I'm not really sure why it is that those kind of game modes are most popular on my channel. I think they are in general, just in these sports games, and I think that is just because they're newer. I personally enjoy them a lot. I like the whole process of kind of starting with the bad team and just getting better, and that feeling of kind of accomplishment when you can say you have a whatever ranked overall team. And it feels good when especially when you get that new player. It's like opening a pack of baseball cards when you were 6 years old or 7 years old. You get that feeling like, oh, what's this going to be? I don't know. That's the kind of feeling you get in Madden Ultimate Team. And even in 2K, in my team, that feeling of opening a booster pack, you don't know what you're going to find inside. And that's kind of the mystery of it, and that's what really draws people in. And that's another reason why I really like it, is kind of the mystery and the unknown that's ahead, because you never know what's going to be inside the pack or what kind of card you're going to get. Even in 2K, my team, there's so many players out there. You can kind of look for, there's so many options. I mean, it feels cool when you can just scroll through players that you can afford and just say, how do I want to craft my team? How do I want to what kind of approach do I want to go into this? And it's the feeling is really cool. And if you've noticed, we're in the fourth quarter here with about 5 minutes left, and the Wizards have taken a 2-point lead over the Boston Celtics here at home. We've just caught up. Every possession, less turnovers. That's what I really struggle with in this game, is turnovers, especially in this game. Look at the 3 there by Leandro Barbosa, the former Phoenix Sun. I used to play with him all the time in NBA Live 07 with Tracy McGrady on the cover. The drive by John Wall. He can't finish with the jump shot. I'm not sure why I didn't just go in with the layup. But excuse me, Kevin Seraphin with the rebound and the putback after missing another. So we take a 1-point lead, and this game is pretty tight. So Jordan Crawford in now for John Wall. I don't know if you guys follow like NBA players on Twitter and stuff. I mean, I do. Mostly football players, but I also follow on Instagram. I'm not a huge Instagram fan, but I do like to go on it once in a while. One of my favorite people on there is Kevin Seraphin. I think it's Kevin Seraphin. It's one of the Wizards. I think it's Kevin Seraphin. Yeah, it's Kevin Seraphin. He's one of my favorite guys on Instagram. I mean, he's the only Wizard that I know on Instagram, but he just posts these cool pictures of like just the stuff that you don't get to see on TV. And it's not just him in the locker room, it's kind of him like getting his haircut and meeting with his friends. And I know it doesn't sound very interesting, but it's really cool. And he's really funny with it too. And you guys may think this sounds stupid, but I think it's really cool just because he I don't know, just seeing this guy's life that's nothing like yours or mine, and just seeing these pictures of it every day, it's just kind of cool, you know, because you and I are probably never going to get to some sort of lifestyle like that. It's cool to see someone else's, especially with the NBA player, like a sports player and that sort of thing that you don't get to see all the time, where there's not always cameras. It's just cool to see, so that's why one of the reasons why I like his Instagram and pictures like that. I'm trying to catch back up in this game, only down by 3 points, but we've been pretty much battling here in the fourth quarter, and that reaching foul is not going to help me. So here I'm down by 5, and we have just under a minute left to go, and I just couldn't retain my lead, and I'm not losing by that much. I just couldn't keep it here in the fourth quarter. I do have 40 seconds left to score 5 points, definitely manageable, but Boston's in the bonus, and I'm throwing bad passes everywhere. So we'll see if this one can work out in my favor. However, Trevor Ariza misses the three-pointer, and so we're forced to foul, and Bradley Beal fouls with second personal and the 5th team foul. And this is kind of where you kind of just lose hope as a fan or even a player or a coach, anybody watching the game, is when you start having to foul them. And now we're down by 7 points, and this doesn't look very promising. So I'm going to say that we didn't get our second win of the season. We fall to the Boston Celtics here at home in the first game of the season, in the second game of the season, the first home game of the season. So please tune in, guys, on here on MreGamersSports to the next video in this series. It'll be the next game of the season against, I think, the Boston Celtics again. So yeah, the Boston Celtics twice in a row. I think it's in Boston the next time, though. I'm pretty sure that's the next game. But anyway, guys, that wraps up the video. Thank you all for watching, and hope to see you next time. Paul Pierce, player of the game. Please leave comments, and I'll do that all sort of thing. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.